Hello viewer, this is Krishna Sir. In this video, I am going to give introduction to the chapter polynomial. So let us see what is a polynomial. So for example, I will take a algebraic expression. Say x square plus 3x plus 7 is the algebraic expression. Now, if this algebraic expression, if it has to be a polynomial, then it should satisfy one condition. If you see the powers of the variable x. Here the power of the variable x is 2. Here the power of the variable x is 1. Here the power of the variable x is 0. So x power 0 is 1 only. So 7 into 1 is nothing but 7. So if you see the powers of this variable x, it is 2, 1 and 0. So these 2, 1 and 0 are nothing but whole numbers. What are whole numbers? All the positive integers including 0. So these are called whole numbers. So if the power of the variable x, if the power of each and every variable in the algebraic expression, if it is a whole number, then we can say that such an algebraic expression is a polynomial. Now so here the algebraic expression is a polynomial. Now let us take another example. Say x plus 1 by x. So this x plus 1 by x can be written as this is equal to x plus x power minus 1. So 1 by x is nothing but x power minus 1. So if you see the power of x here in this case the power of x is 1, which is a whole number. But in the second case the power of x is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is not a whole number. So as the power of the variable x is not a whole number, this cannot be a polynomial. So for a algebraic expression to be a polynomial, the power of every variable in the algebraic expression should be a whole number. If it is not a whole number, then it cannot be a polynomial. Now let us see the definition of degree of a polynomial. Now let us take this polynomial. In this polynomial, the highest power of x is nothing but 2. So here the power of x is 1, here the power of x is 0, here the power of x is 2. So the highest power of the variable x is 2. Therefore, we can say that the degree of this polynomial is equal to 2. So the degree of a polynomial is nothing but the highest power of the variable. The highest power of the variable in the given polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. Now let us see different types of polynomial. First one is, suppose say I will take one polynomial x plus 2. The highest power of this polynomial is 1. So the degree of the polynomial is 1. So if the degree of the polynomial is 1, then it is called a linear polynomial. So in the same way, let us take another polynomial x square plus 3x plus 4. So if you see here, the degree of this polynomial is 2. The degree is 2. So if the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is called a quadratic polynomial. In the same way, if you take x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 1. If you see this polynomial, the degree of this polynomial is 3. So if the degree of the polynomial is 3, then it is called a cubic polynomial. So based on the degree of the polynomials are divided into different types. These are some of the different types of polynomials. Now let us see the definition of zero of a polynomial. Normally, polynomials are denoted by letter p of x. So this is polynomial in the variable x. If the polynomial in the variable x is nothing but x square plus x minus 2. The polynomials are denoted like this. So p is a polynomial in variable x. Suppose in the place of x I will substitute 1. I will find out p of 1. So p of 1 is nothing but wherever the variable x is there, in the place of x I will substitute 1. So 1 whole square plus 1 minus 2. So this is equal to 1 whole square is nothing but 1 plus 1 minus 2. This is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 2. This is equal to 0. When I am substituting 1 in the place of x in this given polynomial, then I am getting the value is equal to 0. So therefore we can say that 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. So 0 of the polynomial is nothing, is a value which when substituted in the place of x, we will get the value of the polynomial as equal to 0. So here 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. So like this, You can find the zeros of the polynomial. Now let us see how many zeros can a polynomial have. So for example, I will take a quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 6. So this is a quadratic polynomial. See, what is the degree of this quadratic polynomial? We know that the degree of a quadratic polynomial is 2. So as the degree of this polynomial is 2, so this polynomial can at most have 2 zeros. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, then the number of zeros of the polynomial can be at most 2. It cannot be more than 2. So it is the degree of the polynomial that determines the number of zeros of the polynomial. For example, let us say I will take a linear polynomial x plus 2. So this is a linear polynomial. The degree of this linear polynomial is 1. So this linear polynomial can have at most 1 0 of the polynomial. Maximum it can have 1 0 of the polynomial. These are the fundamentals for polynomial. In the coming videos, I am going to solve the exercises from the NCERT textbook.